Hello and welcome to Next in Line. This podcast is hosted by myself, Sophie Cooper, and my mother, Lesley Reynolds. We're going to be speaking about everything aesthetics, beauty, and running our clinic. So, Mum, what have you been up to this week?
Well, it's been really busy. It's really been busy at home and in the clinic. Mm-hmm. So, at the moment, we're in Ballington Hall. I've been here since last Friday. Had a bit of a nightmare with my chickens. I've got 41 chickens now. And, one of my poor little hens has been pecked nearly to death. That was really upsetting. And then Luke, my oldest son, decided that he was going on holiday and asked me to look after 8 of his rabbits. We've got a huge pen in there. And these gorgeous little sort of 8-week-old rabbits came. And overnight, 2 of them died. So it was a bit of a sad weekend, really.
He's never going to forgive you.
He will never forgive me. And in fact, he's told me to keep the rabbits now.
That's it, keep
doesn't want the others back. But I've learned quite a lot, actually, about rabbits this weekend. I didn't know that they could have a heart attack from stress. So 2 of them obviously got very stressed at going into a new home. I mean, it's a huge pen, lovely pen for them, the biggest they've ever had. So, and they're fed really well and looked after. And the same with the chickens, because we've started to breed our own chickens and bring our flock up because we want to sell eggs locally because everything here is organic, as you know. Mm. And but there's this one hen that all the cockerels absolutely seem to adore. So she's getting pecked to death. It's really, really sad and horrible.
Which one?
Fanny. She's black.
Did you name her?
Yes. Actually, I called her Fan Like Fanny because...
Fanny Like Fanny? What do you mean?
Fan Like Fanny. That's her name, Fan Like Fanny. There used to be this song.
What's that? I don't know what that means. Maybe that meant something really different.
There used to be, when I was young, there was a song they used to sing, Fan Like Fanny, the frowsy nightclub queen. But because she's running around all over the place with all these cockerels, you know, I think we've got too many cockerels, actually. We've got to try and rehome some
You've
of them.
got a lot of chickens.
Well, 41's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
But we have got 15 cockerels at the moment, which is probably about 10 too many. And so poor old Fanny has been run off her feet. I'm glad she's funny. We're having to catch her and bathe her skin. So Clay, wonderful Clay, who manages the estate, he has got this solution that you put onto them, and it makes the cockerels, revolted by them, and it helps to heal the skin at the same time. However, it doesn't seem to have made her very revolting. So we're going to have to take her away with a couple of other chickens and put her into a separate pen, I think, just to recuperate for a couple of weeks. So, down on the farm.
Nice chickens at Ballington.
Yeah. And we're preparing for our little alpacas to arrive. We've got 5 alpacas coming. So the fences are starting. They should be finished in 2 weeks' time, and then the alpacas will arrive. Okay, so
you're quite busy, so how come you just decided to get some alpacas?
Why not?
Throw them in.
We're also going to get 2 little pygmy goats to go in with them as well. They're gorgeous,
goats,
aren't they?
Yeah.
I do, yeah. And of course, we've had in the other pond, we've had problems with the ducks because we've got a pair of Orinoco geese there who are quite aggressive. Yeah. And what they're doing is they parade up and down in front of all the food banks. So we had to move all the banks around, and they're still really causing havoc down at that pond, and the ducks are not very happy. So we've just found somebody who's going to... It's Performing Pets. They're amazing with animals. And in fact, they got all our animals here for us. But they're going to take back the Orinoco geese and bring us some more ducks. Because I love ducks. We've got 6 runners down there. They're gorgeous. Some cool ducks. And then we've got a few wild ducks that have just moved in because it's so nice, I guess.
Any nice names you've got for your ducks?
I've got lots of nice names for my ducks. Obviously, the white one's called Snowy. We've got a lovely white runner. What I try to do, though, is get every duck I get, I try to get a different colour, even if it's the same breed. So I've got 6 runners. They're all different colours.
Now, are you sure the bunny rabbits, what's actually happened with them?
What's that? No, I think they had a heart attack because...
I don't think Luke believes you.
I know, doesn't he? Well, to start with, they burrowed out from this big enclosure that they're in. They burrowed out overnight. He found 7. He had to catch 7.
Yeah.
on Saturday morning. One was already passed, and then he put them back in, and then the next one went. We think it's a heart attack. Apparently, we've been really researching this on the internet, and I think it is all about, they're very nervous, aren't they?
Yeah.
Apparently have to eat every so many hours, otherwise their gastric system goes really strange. And then I went and gave them carrots, and apparently you can't do that either. But yeah, but we've got 6, so I'm fine with that. So what's happened in your week then? Have you been busy?
Yes.
That looks a very, very, oh no. What's happened to you then?
I don't know. I feel like I've had a bit of a mentee bee, to be honest.
Do you?
Yeah.
Why?
Just it's been a lot. I didn't realise.
Well, running a clinic. I mean, you're running a clinic with over 60,000 patients.
But you made it look easy, so it's your fault. I was like, this is going to be so easy. Yeah. And now I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but why did you take over from me? You took over from me because I was finding it a bit of a strain, wasn't I? I've been doing it for over 20 years.
Yeah, but you're very strong, aren't you? You just,
One has to be.
No, you are. I've really noticed, like, you just keep going. I think I just
keep going.
I keep thinking,
you?
just keep going. That's
Just
all you
keep
can do.
going. Yeah. But you've got 2 young children. I mean, you were maybe, what were you, 11 when I started that business?
Yeah,
So
I think
you were older, you were at boarding
I've had a
school.
very pampered life, really.
And do you feel
And
like a
now I've been
pampered
thrown
pooch?
in, and look, my fingernails. I haven't got time.
That was
the
very
wrong
rude
thing.
when you did that. Well,
I haven't
you
even
feel
got
like
time
that.
to do the.
Look at these. I went and had these done, and couldn't. I wanted pearlised Kyoto pearl. I ended up with this sort of gunmetal. It doesn't go with any of my jewellery. I'm going to
Is that
take it off
chrome?
today.
You've had chrome. You've had a
Yes,
chrome.
I hate it. Absolutely hate it. It's the colour. I thought it was going to be really nice and pearly. And once they started, I just thought, we'll leave it. I'll wear it for a few days.
Well, that's what they put neon on me. It wasn't what the colour I chose.
Perhaps we're not
anyway.
going to the right places.
No.
So what's stressing you out then? What's stressing you about the clinic?
It's a lot. You've got a lot of responsibility.
Yep.
You've got a lot of emotions
Yeah.
from everybody.
Yes.
Especially when it's family.
Yes.
Then you take the family out of it and there's other, you know what it's like. It's just constant. And I think even at night time, there's no break, is there? Where before,
you get the calls coming in. And, I mean, I'll get text messages still from patients, 10, 11 o'clock at
got
night,
one.
6 o'clock in the morning.
I got one
It's okay though, I don't mind.
at 5 a.m,
5
an
a.m.
emergency for a spot injection.
Well, it is an emergency,
I
isn't
know.
it? If you've got a spot,
I was like,
I'd do that.
Book you in.
But I think the overall running of the clinic, it's a lot. I think for me it was things like actually, at one point we had 55 employees, and it's making sure that you can pay everybody on time. It's a lot of money to generate to pay all the employees, and it's a big responsibility because people are relying on you for their living.
I think
aren't
the
they?
responsibility is something I was very naive with, just being like, yes. I think you made it look so easy and you never showed any signs of any sort of, no, do you know what I mean? Like it was always...
Well, I think I did show signs of stress because that's why you said to me, come on, look, start to take it easy, I'll take over. Wasn't that why? I mean, it was quite stressful, wasn't it? I had that bout of vertigo, which was absolutely awful, came out of nowhere. I literally was working at my desk one day, went to stand up and that was it. I had vertigo for weeks.
You were on the phone to me.
I was on
You
the
said,
phone.
I've got to go. And I didn't realise. I was like, oh, okay. And then now 3 hours later, you were really not well.
It was awful. I stood up and I just fell to the floor and I was there for about 3 hours. And I just couldn't move. I couldn't sit up. And I think it's far worse. You don't realise how awful. People say, oh, I had vertigo, and you think, oh, a bit dizzy, whatever. But it is awful because the worst thing actually, is living in a house like this with all these beams. Can you imagine these beams swirling around in front of you all the time? So it's a horrible thing. Really is horrible.
Do you think that was stress?
I do really, yes. Yeah, it was a stressful time. Look, we had COVID, didn't we? And COVID was awful. Everybody closed down. Well, everybody was supposed to close down. And we did close down. We did the right thing. But then you still had to pay all the bills and get everything paid. Yes,
Yeah.
people went on to furlough, but, rents, clinics in Harley Street, rates, things like that, you think you're not going to have to pay them, but you end up you do. So it's a really, really is very stressful. And then, of course, building the clinic up again after, because a lot of people didn't have any Botox for maybe 4 or 5, 6 months and thought, actually, I don't really care anymore.
Yeah.
So you saw a drop and people reevaluated, which I'm not saying that's a bad thing, actually, but people reevaluated their life, didn't they?
I definitely think that's true.
And I quite enjoyed being off during COVID because I hadn't had a break for years.
Yeah. We were lucky, weren't we?
We had a lovely, we all lived together, didn't we?
I'm not sure Dan feels.
I don't think Dan felt so lucky now.
No, he did.
But it was lovely because I taught you how to cook. I spent time with the children, showed the children how to plant seeds. They were watching all the plants and things growing. Then they're harvesting, eating the food and understanding it. So it was great like that, but it was horrendous from an economic point of view.
Yeah. Okay, so this week's topic is anal bleaching.
Okay, I like to call it intimate bleaching.
I think that's a bit of a softer, nicer, isn't it?
Softer way, yeah. So I like to call it So I like to call it intimate bleaching because people do lots of different areas. It's not just anal or vaginal, it's underarms, inner thighs, groin area. And it's something that has been a huge topic for a very long time. And I can remember 20 years ago, when I was answering the phone in the clinic, people calling up about anal bleaching, asking about anal bleaching.
Yeah.
But I think people have got a lot braver about talking about things. And because you can type anything into the internet and lots of information comes up about it, people know that something is available to help them.
Yeah.
So it's quite a big thing, isn't it, to come into a clinic?
Yeah, I think we're saying to have the confidence just to come in and actually talk about it is such a big thing, isn't it?
Well, I like to make people comfortable when they come, and obviously before they come in I've already got their medical history and it says at the side what they're coming in for.
Yeah.
So I like to say, hello, I'm Lesley, chat. So it says here today that you'd like to speak about intimate bleaching. I think it opens the subject up for people. It's not so embarrassing for them.
Yeah.
We're in there. And then they start talking about it.
I think especially because we've heard it all, haven't we?
We've heard it and seen it.
Yeah, so I think we're so used to it. So I try and make people try and feel really comfortable so they don't have to feel embarrassed or anything.
Yeah, no, and I think that's right. I mean, there's nothing worse is that if you feel bad about something in yourself and you're talking to somebody else about it, you don't want them to make you feel uncomfortable. You don't want them to make you feel you're silly or uncomfortable, do you? So I think that sort of understanding is part of what we do. And I think you're great, actually, at talking to people about these things as well.
Do you think it's more female or male, or how do you think it's?
Well, it's probably slightly more female, but do you find that?
I would say
slightly more female? Younger girls, much younger girls that are getting married.
Especially underarms as well.
Underarms, yeah.
If they're getting married in the dresses and...
Yeah. But it's not usually just one area, is it?
No.
Quite often, if it's intimate, it'll be the intimate area, but underarms as well. And sometimes it'll be the back of the neck. There is all sorts of pigmentation.
Yeah.
But isn't it wonderful that we can do something about it?
I think it goes down your thighs, doesn't it, sometimes for the girls?
Yeah, sometimes it goes sort of halfway down the inner thigh as well, doesn't it? For girls. I don't find that so much for boys.
No, why is that?
Well, I think it's sometimes because of chafing. So if you're genetically quite heavy on the upper leg and your legs rub, that will cause post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. So that is something that's a big issue for all skin types, but particularly as the skin gets a bit darker. So people that got more melanin in their skin will have more problems generally with pigmentation.
You don't do the treatment, do you?
I don't do any treatments anymore. I used to do lots of beauty treatments, but I don't. I just talk to people about what they want to, any concerns they've got really, and then I help them find the right practitioner for them. So I don't do the treatment, but I know a bit about it. So it's a skin peel, basically. We talk through the whole subject of how it will feel uncomfortable. You have to wear loose clothing afterwards. I always say to girls, buy French knickers and wear really loose baggy skirts and things, because I think it's about 2 weeks that the area can be quite red, can't it? And flaky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a peel, isn't
It's
it?
a peel.
You're going to have to have some uncomfortable.
And there are creams to put on after. We talk about intimacy, can they have intimacy afterwards? How long will it be?
I think waxing and laser sometimes cause the actual problem of the pigmentation.
Yeah, I think a lot of girls say to me that it starts in puberty, that they noticed it first in puberty.
Yeah.
Boys will say that as well, really. Guys really more are interested in anal bleaching and around the testes area.
Yeah.
Whereas girls often are most interested in the vaginal area, inner thighs and underarms, but sometimes anal as well. But it's a huge subject, isn't it?
And I think when they come back for their reviews, to see their confidence, they're so happy that it's worked.
Yeah.
And it's something that they've had to pluck up the courage to come in and talk about.
Yeah. Well, I think I'd have to pluck up the courage to talk about
I
something
would.
like that.
I think you're easy to talk to, though.
So are you. I think you're really, really lovely with people. But I think that what we have to realise, particularly in this day and age, because things do change, they have changed as well in the last 20, 30 years, is that if you've got a problem that you're concerned about, you should be able to get help. And it's nothing... There's nothing to be ashamed of with anything that your body does. It's your body that's doing it, isn't it? Yeah. It's not something to be ashamed of. I mean, I've never thought about having it done myself, but that's probably because I'm a lot older, and But I know that a lot of young people who do come in. I would say the age range is probably anything from early 20s through to about 45.
Yeah, I'd say that exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. And do you find that people ask you how many peels they've got to have? They say to me, how many will I need to do? How often can I do it? Is it something that I can do again next year if it becomes a problem?
Yeah, and I think we monitor them, don't we? So it's not like you come in and that's it.
No.
We're going to get a solution for you, even if it takes a little bit longer. Because it does, doesn't it? Pigmentation isn't an easy
Pigmentation is, as I said, in darker skins it's worse. It's more difficult to deal with. It could be hormonal.
Yeah.
So I see a lot of people with pigmentation on the face and a huge amount of pigmentation on the face. And if it's melasma, we can help to get a better, clearer skin and more even tone. But we know that it's your hormones, it's going to keep coming back. So it's a matter of just keeping it under control. And I guess really with the intimate bleaching, it's exactly the same.
Yeah.
I think underarms is particularly bad for a lot of girls because of all the shaving, the waxing. Do you?
Yeah, I think because you're irritating it, aren't you, the area?
Constantly,
quite a lot.
yeah. But it's great we can do something, isn't it? I mean, I just really admire people coming in and talking to us about the things they're unhappy about. Everyone
that works at the clinic, they're always like, I didn't even know we could do anything for this.
Is it something you'd have done?
Why would you ask me that?
Well,
it's something that I haven't thought about it, and I don't think I need it. Have you?
Well, I've never looked, to be honest with you. Obviously, I've looked at my underarms. I've never looked. And it's never been something that I've considered having done.
Yeah.
But I certainly would have it done if it was bothering me.
I think I find it hard when people come in and they're doing it for someone else.
I think that's just awful. You shouldn't do anything
I think
for
I'm a
anybody
bit
else,
like...
No. Do you mean a boyfriend or a girlfriend?
Yeah.
It's usually a boy. It's usually, hate to be sexist here, but it's usually the men that have said, what about this, what about that? There's nothing worse, is there, than when you get a couple in and the guy is saying, oh, she needs this and she needs that, whatever. No.
But I think we manage that quite well, how we, when we see that type of thing. So we've also had stock just go missing for intimate peels.
At the clinic? Yeah. So somebody's got a problem but doesn't want to speak about it.
It's very strange because I hope no one's doing it on themselves.
So do I actually. Yeah, that's not a treatment you want to do on yourself.
You don't want to order this online and start messing around with online kits, I think.
No. I think there's a lot of issue with people buying things online and treating themselves anyway. But that's certainly something you really do not want to do because it's such a sensitive, delicate area that you really do not want anything going anywhere it shouldn't go.
No.
I'm too embarrassed to ask my friends, but is anal bleaching actually a thing that normal people do or just porn stars?
It's definitely not porn stars, is it now? It's everybody. Everybody is doing intimate bleaching. So come along and just come and talk to us. And yeah, everyone's doing it. So don't be shy. Just come in and have a talk.
I booked anal bleaching on a whim and now I'm panicking. What if I fart?
Well, that's a great question, actually, because it is an embarrassing situation when you pass wind. I mean, I've walked past people and done it myself. We are there to help you. It really doesn't matter to us whether you pass wind during a treatment. Don't worry about it. If you've got flatulence and it's a problem for you, just tell the practitioner before you start and the practitioner will know. If it just happens, don't worry, we're fine.
I want to feel more comfortable during intimacy, but I'm not sure if anal bleaching is the answer. Does it really make a difference?
I think if you want to feel more confident, then you need to come in and, you need to see what the issue is, if it's right for you to have in the first place, and make sure you're just doing it for yourself.
My husband asked me to try anal bleaching, but I'm torn between wanting to please him and feeling weird about it. What should I do?
I think that's a great pity, actually, that he's asked you to do that, because any treatment, any aesthetic treatment whatsoever, whether it be Botox fillers or intimate bleaching, should be something that you want to do, and you should only do treatments for you that will make you feel comfortable. If you feel worried about it, why do you feel worried about it? Do you feel worried about it because he's asked you to, or do you just feel that you'll feel weird coming in saying, I want to have anal bleaching? If it's because you feel weird about him and you feel that he's basically telling you you're not good enough, then forget the anal bleaching and forget the guy.
I love that, yes.
I've seen DIY bleaching kits online, but I'm scared that I'll burn my bum. Are they safe?
No, please don't buy anything online and try and do anal bleaching at home. Just come in. There's so many things that we've seen people come in that go wrong at home. And it's actually, it'll just make your journey longer to getting the results you want, because you have to correct what you've done at home and any burns or anything. So come in and have a chat.
Can I combine anal bleaching with my lash extensions and a Brazilian wax all in one sitting, or is that madness?
Well, you could combine any two of those, really. Well, when I say two of them, you could do the lashes and you could do the anal bleaching, or you could do the Brazilian waxing. You definitely would not do the waxing and the bleaching on the same day. Absolutely not. I'd say 6 weeks apart even. Or you could do the waxing maybe a week before and then do the bleaching. However, lashes aren't going to affect anything, so you could do those at the same time.
Okay, so now we're going to do 30s versus 70s.
Okay.
Would you have intimate bleaching done in your 70s?
In my 70s, should we whisper the word? Well, if I wanted it done, I would, but I think you'd have to be a bit more careful, because obviously your skin's more delicate as you get older and doesn't recuperate as quickly.
Yeah.
So if you're going to do a peel, how much effect would it have? I think it would have a good effect. Personally, I'm not bothered about it, but if I was, I would definitely do it.
Yeah.
What about you in your 30s? Would you do it?
Yeah. If you can...
Do you need it?
Do you want to have a look? No.
No, thank you. I don't actually.
No, I think...
Leave that to the practitioners.
No, I think, though, if you're 30 and it's bothering you, do it now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Be happy.
Absolutely. I don't think you should ever leave anything for later, because you don't know if there's going to be a later. So enjoy it as much as possible. I mean, I say that to girls, who want to have their boobs done. Should I leave it until later? I say, why don't you enjoy your life as much as you can?
I think that's so true. So true.
If something's bothering you and you can do something about it safely, then do it. do it as soon as you can.
So just before we end this podcast, I just want to make sure that you haven't been secretly stealing the intimate heels. Because if you have, I've got a great practitioner that can help you out.
How many have gone missing then?
About 3 kits.
Do I look like I need 3 anal bleaching kits?
I don't know.
Absolutely not. But I can think of somebody who would.
Thank you for watching our podcast Next in Line with myself, Sophie Cooper, and my gorgeous mum, Lesley. Next week, we're going to be talking about breast implants.
I can't wait.